Spooled Media. We are here at Piedmont Dragway, right outside of Greensboro, North Carolina, for the OG Big Dog Shootout. Now, if you're new to the channel, we've been shooting Big Dog for the past couple years, but we're now here in 2025 as they have stepped it up big time, as these are some of the baddest pro mods now have came here to Piedmont Dragway, looking to get their claim to fame with one of the coolest trophies there is, the Big Dog Trophy. Now, today we've got, it looks about 12 to 13 pro mods going for an 8-car field. You're going to see these pro mods going down the track anywhere from 3.6 to 3.7 seconds at close to or over 200 miles per hour. As we, like I said, we've got 12 to 13 cars today fighting for 8 spots. This is a quick 8 only field. That's the crazy thing about this, is some of these guys traveled a long ways and they're not even going to make the field today. So, like I said, 8 cars, they range from, we've got screw blowers, pro chargers, nitrous. I mean, it's a mix of Pro Bruce, Pro Nitrous standouts. You know, you have Todd Tutterow here, Travis Harvey, Scott Lane, Cam Clark, just to name a few. So we're getting ready to go into round 1 of qualifying. They're going to have a quick driver's meeting, and then we will get everything started. So stay tuned, as we are now going into Q1.
So I'm gonna randomly pick. Just John Dock's gonna draw first, just because I don't like it. You next, just because you said that. Come on, Scott. Right with
All right, everybody, that was the driver's meeting. They've got everything wrapped up. They're drawing for their pairs for qualifying now. Like I said, 8 cars are going to take the main field and then go into a chip draw. Everybody that's left will go into a Chicago style race, where it's kind of a consolation where the 2 fastest out of that hit will move on and actually run for the $1,500 second place prize. Now, like I said, you're going to see 8 insanely fast cars tonight. I'm talking, like I said, we're going to see anywhere from the 360s to 370s, close to and over 200 mile per hour passes. So, guys, let's go into first round qualifying. guys, we had some big moves in the first round of qualifying here at Big Dog. I didn't catch John Docks, had some audio issues with the camera, turned it off, had to reset everything. But dude, what about Todd Tutter and Scott Lang? Dueling 367s, over 200 miles per hour. Both those guys are sitting at the top right now. This is just the first round of qualifying. I believe that we have got a 3-second bump. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it's a 3-second bump. But we are now going to the pits to check out some of the things going on in the pits, see the guys thrashing, getting ready for the next round of qualifying, because they've got about 45 minutes to turn these cars around and be back up for the second round of qualifying. So let's head to the pits and see what's going on. This is your current #1 qualifier right now, Scott Lang over here. As you can see, Proline Hemi, Pro Charge setup. They they are thrashing away because 367's fast, but Barry Mitchell is right there knocking on the door. Barry Mitchell and Todd Tutter are right there knocking on the door with him. So they're going to have to speed it up and get it going a little bit faster, guys. It just made the call for round 2 of qualifying, getting ready to head up to the pits, getting ready to head up to the starting line. Like I said, right now, sitting number 1 is Scott Lang, 367, 203. Barry Mitchell and Todd Tutter right on these heels, though, with another 367 with 3. This is going to be a battle. It looks like on the blower cars. It's a screw blower car right now, just right behind the Pro Charger. But the nitrous guys and the other guys are not going to go quietly because it is a very tight field right now for 386 bump. So they are calling right now, second round of Big Dog to the lanes. We're going to go down track this time and get some footage for you guys. And then we'll go back to the pits and see what's going on because we might have a new number 1. Can somebody go faster than a 367 this round? because we're dead right here in the middle of staging lanes. But what a round of qualifying. Scott Lang literally destroys the scoreboard, destroys the big dog record, goes a 363, solidifies his #1 spot. But I'm telling you right now, this is not going to be an easy field because we're getting ready to go chip draw. It can all mix up now. I mean, you got Travis Harvey going to 365, Decker's going to 66, John Dock's been a 69 earlier, and you still have Todd Tutterow for 67. Like, the amount of 60s that's going down at this race is insane. So, and that is crazy here at Piedmont Dragway. Like, I wouldn't have even expected that to be that fast. But they did a lot of improvements to the track. It's came around a lot. Jason Harris and Bob Harris taking control of Big Dog has really helped out a bunch with this. So, we're going to the pits now as the top 8 will be getting their cars ready to get ready to chip draw. And then we're going into the first round of eliminations. The one thing with Big Dog, guys, is the pits are very interactive and dead right here in the middle of the fans. As you can see right now, Ty's up there getting everything ready. Jason's, you know, they know they're going to step their game up now to compete with Scott Lang here with this blown Hemi Cuda. Todd Tutterow, like I said, 367 first round, shaking the tires, having issues last round. It's going to be looking at who he's got on chip draw because he could pull Scott Lang's first round and make this race very, very interesting right off the bat in E1. All right, guys, this is your current #2 qualifier, the Carolina Kid, Travis Harvey. You can see that Switzer Nitrous Pat Music combination right now. The lone nitrous, well, not lone nitrous car, but still, he's in a battle of blowers over here with the Pro Chargers and the Screw Blowers, so he knows he's got to keep it stepped up. Currently sitting #2, 365. Dude, that ain't shabby at all for the nitrous car, as they're looking to keep making some noise here as we are getting ready to go into chip draw. All right, guys, this is your current #1 qualifier, Scott Lang. As you can see, under the hood of this beast right now, AJP Pro Line Hemi. It's got a big Pro Charger strap to the front of it. This is a PDRA Pro Boost legal car. The rules here at Big Dog is it's World Series of Pro Mod weights plus, I think it's 25 pounds. So they're coming in World Series legal, ready to rock. But 363, new Big Dog record, pretty much the fastest Doorslammer pass I've ever seen at Piedmont. These guys have really got a monster on their hands, and very curious to see who they'll draw in the chip draw because they are the #1 qualifiers. So we're waiting on the chip draw results to go from there, and we will see who will Scott face first round. All right, we got #3 qualifier over here, Mike Decker, the Decker Salvage team out of Maryland. This is their second trip back to Piedmont, and they are putting on a show right now with this car. Like I said, 366, just one 100 behind Travis Harvey, 300s behind Scott Lang. But like I said, the chip draw is going to shake things up. We could see a Decker versus Harvey or a Decker versus Lang first round. So we are. Oh, you're good. So we are getting ready to go up for the next round, guys, as they're coming around getting everybody organized for the chip draw. So we will be back with chip draw results here in a moment. All right, guys, what a crazy round of eliminations first round was. I hate to see that for Zach, Hauser, and Decker, but I think Decker's car is fixable. So they might be making the call for the next round. I'm headed up to the pits right now to see how much damage it did to their car. Sorry about that first round video, guys. It got blurred up on me. For some odd reason, that camera and the zoomies don't agree, so I need to work around and see what's going on with that. If not, I'll get out another camera. But we're going up here to check and see the damage on Decker's car, see if they're able to make the next round. And yeah, because we're down to Decker, Tutterow, Scott Lang, and Carolina Kid. So 4 gangsters really going at it here in the semifinals at Big Dog. All right, guys, we're over here in Decker's pit. As you can see, a little bit of scrapage on the body. Nothing too bad. They're going over the car. Looks like they'll definitely be able to make the call for the next round of eliminations. As you can see, the team is hard at work getting it turned around and ready. So they're going to the semifinals here in their second race here at Big Dog. They ran once last year, had some issues, didn't make it too far in the rounds, but now they are going to the semifinals to their first Big Dog race. So look for these guys. They're no quitters. I've been following these guys since their Outlaw 10-5 days. This is a gangster team, so we're going to see what happens and if they can make the call for the next round of elimination. All right, guys, so over here in Scott Lang's pits now. As you can see, they're turning the wrenches in. They're ready to a normal maintenance right now. Knocking down the boards first round with a 362. Once again, resetting the Big Dog record. Like I say, guys, sorry about the focus on that video. I'll work on getting that straight, but they are right now getting this thing ready. A big Pro-Charge Hemi making steam here at Piedmont. 363 E2 and Q2, and then going 363 in Q2, 362 in E1. I don't know what all they got left in the tank for this one, but this car is flying. Like I said, normally a Pro Boost setup, they've added the extra weight, made it legal for Big Dog, and now this thing is just printing tickets. As this could be one of the most dominant cars we have seen here at Piedmont Dragway for the Big Dog Series. So we'll see who Lang has next round as we're getting ready here probably in a few minutes to go into our semifinals. All right, they've got their routine maintenance done, so they are getting the Carolina Kid ready. Low nitrous car standing in a field of blowers. So Travis Harvey, you know, last pass, man, in the 70s, they're going to step it up with these guys, but as the conditions and air's getting better, the track's also getting colder, so the nitrous car might have a little bit of an advantage on him if he can get that 60 foot now. Might be able to control the power a little bit more, so we'll see what the Carolina Kid can do, as he's one of the baddest in Big Dog competition down here at Piedmont. Got the car ready, just waiting on the call. King Tut, Todd Tutterow, probably one of the most dominant winning racers in Piedmont Dragway Big Dog history, on the wheel of Barry Mitchell's CUDA this weekend. Big screw blown Hemi application, as you'll see, massive screw blower right there on top. As it's 3 blower cars and 1 nitrous car here in the semis at Big Dog, first one of the year. We're going to see if it's going to be an all blower final or if the nitrous car can place spoiler tonight. All right, guys, as you can see, we're getting ready to go into semifinals here at Big Dog, and the Decker boys have made the call. It is a little damaged on the side, but the car is good. It's ready to go. Just a little scrape on it, more cosmetic than anything.
It's like falling with the gutters up, man.
There you go. So these guys are ready. They're trying to get their first ever Big Dog win. So ain't nothing going to stop them no matter what. So we'll see what happens here in the semifinals. here. They're running the bracket cars in the background. But what a final. Scott Lang knocks the scoreboard over for the third time again. 360 with a 6 at 209 miles per hour. That is the new big dog record again. So I'm gonna say again. Dude, it's insane to see what these cars are going. The air is perfect for it tonight. This is some of the craziest stuff I've seen out of Big Dog. But he has a hell of a challenge in the form of Travis Harvey, the Carolina kid. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to see a final better than this anywhere else. You got Pro Nitrous versus Pro Boost in the finals here, both under the World Series rules with a little more weight, I think, added to them it is. But this is insane. As we're going to see, is Travis still the king of Piedmont? He's not going to give over the keys to the gate Piedmont, Scott Lang, that easy. And I mean, this is going to be a final to be seen. You're going to see some crazy zoomy flames. I guarantee they're over there tuning up on Travis's car right now. This is going to be a final that it's going to be one of the defining finals ever here for Big Dog. So coming up very shortly, let's go to the pits. We'll check on those, see how they're doing, get the cars turned around, and we'll come back with the finals. One thing we can say is a crowd over here at Scott Lang's pits as they are working on getting this thing turned around, ready for the finals. You can see that's Scott himself getting the chutes packed and ready after smashing the Big Dog track record here at Piedmont with a 360 with a 6. As you can see, Scott getting everything ready. Can they go a 59 in the finals? Travis Harvey stands in their way right now, so he has no pushover competition as Harvey was on a pass this last run too. So it's going to be Nitrous versus Blower in the finals, and can we see the first 350s pass in Big Dog competition history tonight here at Piedmont? Another packed pit waiting to the final. This is Travis Harvey, the Carolina kids pit, as they are working on getting the car turned around, going for the finals. I'll tell you, this is the hometown favorite right here. Y'all have seen Travis Harvey, Carolina No Time representative out here.
Are you making a YouTube video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Out here at Piedmont. He has been a 365 today. Lang a 360. He's going to have to be on the tree hard to defeat Lang here in the finals. We got little man over here rocking the shirt he was hollering at us. So crowd just waiting. Travis and them going over the tune-up in the trailer, getting ready. This is going to be one of the biggest rounds of Big Dog competition ever here at Piedmont. Can Travis stop Lang and retain and keep the keys to Piedmont? So the Carolina kid versus Scott Lang, Pro Nitrous versus Pro Boost. Doesn't get any better here in the finals of the season opener here at Big Dog.
Tell the camera that Scott's gonna win. This is my first time in a YouTube video.
Oh yeah? Awesome.
So is this gonna be on YouTube tomorrow?
Probably around Sunday. Here we go, Big Dog finals coming into the staging lanes now. That is the Carolina kid, Travis Harvey, the Nitrous representative. He's gonna see if he can take down Scott Lang here in the finals. Here we go, Scott Lang pulling up the Pro Charge Gimme, the Pro Boost car here crossing over into Big Dog. As you can see, guys, we are here for our finals in Big Dog tonight here in Piedmont. And Lang cross into the 50s and keep the momentum going. Or will Travis Harvey pull off the upset and keep the keys to Piedmont, show why he is the Carolina kid. All right, everybody, that'll wrap us up here at Piedmont. Scott Lane gets the W. Kind of an ugly final, but hey, that happens every now and then. It got cold quick. Carolina kid hitting the tires, having to get out of it. Scott doing some pedaling, still goes down, puts a 3-second hit on the board. But that'll put Scott at the top of the list here at Big Dog in Piedmont. So here in a month, we'll be back for some more of this action. So thank you guys again for tuning in to Spooled Media, and we'll see y'all in the next one.